Well, wrestling fans, shades of Curtis the Cat Hughes, the Big Boss Man, some names from out of the past, the wrestlers who got into the ring in their suit and tie, their suspenders, their dress pants, the big man, Armageddon, 300+ pounds, to do battle with the live wire Johnny Parks here in the AWF.
You know, I don't know if we've seen Armageddon compete yet here in the American Wrestling Federation. We've certainly seen him accompany our heavyweight champion, Arya Daivari, to the ring. But I don't know where this man stands on his talent, but he's an ominous presence in the ring. And, oh, yet another corrupt school administrator here, Craig Olson, the superintendent of Hayward, Wisconsin schools, yet another district amongst the, well, just about all of them, failing to meet adequate year league progress here in Wisconsin. And I know we could talk about some reforms to No Child Left Behind and maybe some, performance pay type things with teachers and maybe evaluating that. But at the end of the day, I just think the failure of the parents and the failure of the students, this superintendent just needs to look squarely in the mirror on that.
Are you done? Are you done with talking about something that has nothing whatsoever to do with professional wrestling? Are you off the soapbox? Because if you're not, it's going to break. It's creaking.
Well, we have a school administrator out here. I thought that meant you wanted me to talk about education reform and
no, and not what I meant. Not what I meant. Look at this now. Armageddon and Johnny Parks, this I'm not sure this was a smart idea on the part of Johnny Parks to go into the Greco-Roman knuckle lock with a man the size of Armageddon. Wait a minute, look at Parks.
You know, I really think a greater investment into the lunch program can be made.
Will you stop with this? I got to talk to Danucci. I seriously have to talk to Danucci about not renewing your contract. Look at Armageddon. As you said, our first opportunity to see him in an actual wrestling competition here in the American Wrestling Federation. We've seen as a manager, a bodyguard, now as a competitor in the middle of that ring.
As I said, an ominous presence, just his sheer size, I have a feeling will be way too much for Johnny Parks to deal with.
Well, it could very well be. Oh, look at Parks! Are you kidding?
That's one
Two arm drags of a 300-pounder.
That's one thing here with Armageddon in his size. That means he has 300 pounds of momentum going forward there with that
like
impact.
You going to the breakfast table.
Oh, you just had to get in a personal shot there. Just the character.
You down to 6,000 eggs now every morning or what?
Your character is really showing, just like the character of Johnny Parks here, sneaking up from behind. What a cheap shot.
Oh, there's that knife-edge chop across that massive chest, that bass drum chest of Armageddon. Oh, a shot right to the jaw. Another guy that I was thinking of. I mentioned Boss Man. I mentioned Curtis the Cat Hughes. How about that guy in old ECW, Roadkill? Remember him?
I remember him, but I don't think he's as ominous in that ring as Armageddon is.
Armageddon, ladies and gentlemen. He's got a dazed look on his face. How low? Wait a minute, Parks. Telling the the school administrator, Craig Olson, with a shot there.
If this were the education system, he would be denied tenure, he would be fired, and he would lose his license to teach or administer the public school system here.
I don't know, he threw the one chop there, and he looks a little blown up. I don't think you got anything to worry. Oh, no. Oh, God. Are you kidding?
Get him off the apron. What's going on here?
I'm not sure why. No. He's got to learn his place here. You can't be jumping up on a ring apron here in a professional wrestling contest. Certainly he's not a licensed manager.
Well, just like most school administrators, they should really, learn their place and how education is delivered.
I'm beginning to think that you might have kind of a checkered past as far as your academics are concerned. Let's see some of those transcripts.
You know, standardized testing, I think, really needs to be
why don't they
reformed.
standardize test you for a brain?
Teaching to the test.
Shut up! Shut up! Head. Oh, wait a second. No effect there. You're not going to push that man's head. Oh, Parks. Parks paid the price there.
Good thing for Parks, there's not a lot left between those ears. But
wait a minute. The suspenders have come undone on the back here. Armageddon. Imagine the strain on the elastic with that man all the way across the ring. Oh,
just destroyed him, Mick.
Well, he did. And Air Aussie might be grounded right now, ladies. Look at Parks, though. Reversal follows him in. Oh, nobody there. And Armageddon. I don't know how much wrestling training he's got, actual training. I'm very, very impressed with what I've... Oh! Well, he telegraphed that one.
Certainly was not trained on timing, that's for sure, after that faux pas.
Look at Parks.
Oh, look at him, those closed fists, and you have a superintendent just cheering him on as he flagrantly violates the rules here in the AWF.
Look at Armageddon. Look at him. Look at him now. Oh, no. I had a feeling the big man was not headed for a very pleasant landing there. Look at Parks. He's deciding which corner he wants to launch Air Aussie from here in Hayward. Oh, here we go. We've seen this so many times over the years. He's taken off, going up where the air is rare, going all the way to Sydney.
What a goofball. Look at this guy. Oh, no.
Parks in for the cover. 2, forget it. Johnny Parks, ladies and gentlemen, with his cheerleader in the corner. Greg Olson from here in Hayward.
Wait, is he a cheerleader or is he a superintendent?
He was a cheerleader in this match. Certainly he was. And there's nothing wrong with that. At the end of the day, Johnny Parks takes the measure of a man who outweighed him by probably 75 to 100 pounds. Armageddon with kind of a so-so wrestling debut here in the AWF.
That should not count on his record. That match should not be declared official because of the flagrant interference of this corrupt administrator.
Be sure to catch the upcoming American Wrestling Federation action when it comes to a venue near you.
Wrestling fans, welcome to this week's edition of AWF Profile here on TV 45. Mick Harsh along with a very special guest, one of the premier talents here in the AWF for the past couple of years, 6% body fat himself, Rob James.
Let's not waste my time and theirs. They know who I am. Let's get right to this interview and let them know how awesome Rob James is.
I'm sure you'll tell them. Let's talk a little bit for the couple of people who don't know who you are, Rob James. There might be a couple. Let's talk about, first of all, how you got involved in the world of professional wrestling.
The world of professional wrestling is in my blood. You know, basically, I got in a lot of fights as a kid, and it was either get put in jail or go to wrestling. And, you know, I am a top-of-the-line talent, the best around. 6% body fat, 94% better than everybody. So I was like, why not get paid to fight?
All right, let's talk about the quantum leap that you made here to the American Wrestling Federation. When did you, in fact, decide to come to the AWF?
Check that. I didn't come to the AWF. The AWF came to me. When there's a talent such as 6% body fat Rob James, everybody is filling up my email box, my Facebook, my MySpace, my Twitter, my FooBar. Well, I don't use that anymore. But they're filling up all of my accounts trying to get a piece of Rob James. And you know what? AWF, I like it here.
I'm sure you do, Rob James. And as you look at the landscape here in the AWF, before we let you go, not a second too soon, let's talk about somebody who you might have your sights set on. Any goals you haven't achieved here in the AWF? Certainly, the heavyweight championship has got to be one of them.
I need a title shot because everybody knows that I am the best in the AWF, the best looking, the best technical wrestler, the best high flyer, the best submission specialist. They're scared to give me a title shot. Give me a title shot, and I will prove to everybody that I'm not just all talk and not just a pretty face.
Ladies and gentlemen, they call him Mr. Humble. No question about it, 6% body fat. Rob James is not only a force to be reckoned with here in the American Wrestling Federation. How much glue do you have to be that stuck on yourself? That's what I want to know. Give me a break. Well, wrestling fans, get ready for what promises to be just a classic matchup. Two very evenly matched competitors in the person of the Wildcat, the mysterious masked man, and his opponent, the erstwhile 6% body fat. Oh boy, 94% better than the rest of us.
Especially you.
Rob James. We've seen the Wildcat in action before, and what this man brings to the table is absolutely, even you have to admit, it's phenomenal.
You're right. I mean, you said it was going to be a great contest, and, well, any match with Rob James. Oh, quiet.
He's not going to be quiet because he's doing push-ups.
Let the man get warmed up for his match, you know. You obviously have never competed in any sport in your life because you need to know that getting warmed up and getting stretched is not only critical toward performance in whatever endeavor it may be, whether it be wrestling or anything else, but being able to compete in the next contest, the next time you compete, and continuing to better yourself and get in better physical condition like Rob James has.
What weight did you wrestle at in high school?
It was heavyweight. So, what's your point?
Look at Wildcat. Oh, nice move on the part of Rob James. And again, and I've said this ad nauseum pretty much every week, I will not denigrate the talents of Rob James, 6% body fat. He's a tremendous competitor in the ring. His ego, on the other hand, precedes him. Before he even gets to the arena, you're already sniffing the arrogance in the air.
I mean, when you grow up on the Jersey Shore, you just get a certain attitude, and Rob James just can't help it.
Watch this, human chest going on back and forth. Oh! What a series of maneuvers on the part of the Wildcat. I'm telling you, this man is fluid motion. He's precision right from the opening bell. Snap suplex with authority. This man is putting on a clinic early on.
Snap suplex right into that half Nelson there. Very innovative offense here from Wildcat.
Look at Rob James. Oh, James. Oh, now this is what I'm talking about. What is the point? What is the point in posturing to the crowd, doing a push-up while you're strangling a guy?
Well, seems to be pretty effective in the ring right now, as currently taking control of the contest is Mr. 6% body fat, and, well, 94% better, I'd say, than Wildcat right now, and that's Mr. James.
Be sure to catch the upcoming American Wrestling Federation action when it comes to a venue near you.
The crowd here in Hayward, Wisconsin. I better not say Hayward, Minnesota around here. Certainly not in the corner of Rob James, who lights up Wildcat in the corner with a series of right hands. Look at James now. Oh, a snap mare, but he landed on his feet. Oh, look at James. Hey, wait, there's no timeout. The man's calling for a timeout.
It's an etiquette thing, something with courtesy that obviously Wildcat was never taught as he was growing up in the North Woods.
I want you to tell me, wait a minute, roll up. I want you to tell me how many times courtesy has won a wrestling match.
Well, this is a gentleman's sport, and you need to be able to treat your opponent like a gentleman. I mean, Wildcat wants to act like he's some sort of, superhero here, protecting his friends and his family and the fans here from evildoers like Rob James. But come on, it's a sport in there, and Rob James is definitely getting it done.
I recognize the man's technique in the Wildcat. Hang on just a minute. Oh, James, across the sternum. I recognize some of the holds, some of the maneuvers. I've got a pretty good idea. I can't say unequivocally what... Well, let's just leave it at that.
Well, I know who he is.
You know who he is?
Absolutely right.
Who is he?
Well, why should I tell you?
I want it. You don't know who the man is. Don't pretend to know.
I know who he is, but unlike the lack of respect Wildcat's giving Rob James and these fans, I respect Wildcat a little too much to reveal who he is on the air.
Watch Wildcat here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh! Tried putting that keister up. It was, this Wildcat comes at you from every conceivable direction, over the top. Rob James is a gifted wrestler. There's no getting around it, but he is absolutely, wait a second. I was going to say he's outgunned here, but there's that reverse atomic drop, and that's not pretty. Watch James.
Knocking all of the oxygen out of the lungs of Wildcat. That's a 3 count, Mick. Ring the bell.
How close is that? How close is that? What a matchup. I knew it would be. I knew it would be. The Wildcat, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, so gifted. But Rob James, this kid can hang with anybody.
You're absolutely right, and I wouldn't be surprised to see gold around his waist soon here in the AWF.
Look at James motioning to the fans here in Hayward, Wisconsin, that he's taken the battle literally to another level, going outside the ring here. Referee Rob Page checking on Rob James.
Yeah, don't get confused, Mick. You have a way to do that.
Oh, look at this. Oh, my God. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. He broke the man's neck. He had to break the man's neck on that move. Oh, my. That is one of the sickest maneuvers I've seen. Oh, God. What can you say? Wildcat, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm telling you, we better check on the condition of Rob James. Good grief. You're going to have a crushed vertebrae here. Wildcat impressive once again. What a matchup.